That's tough.
Yeah, and then it's got like the little scissors, where you got to crank on the deal and it pops up. But the big thing is where you put that and making sure it is in the right spot.
Oh, yeah.
Once you get the car elevated up, everybody can figure it out.
Well,
it's
I would push back a little bit because it depends on how tight those lug nuts are on. Because if the lug nuts are tight and you can't get it just with that thing, there have been times where my dad taught me he would take a metal pipe, add it to the edge to give you that additional leverage. And he would actually jump on that to loosen the lug nuts. But if they're tight and you don't have enough leverage, that to me is the hardest part about changing a tire. And I have had to do it, so I'm very confident that if I got into a jam now, I would be able to do it. Like I'm talking side of the road, middle of nowhere, headed towards Rockford, Illinois, from my parents' house in McHenry, going
no cell service,
and no traffic, right? And so you're going, well, we could either sit here and roast in the sun, or we could get out there and try our hand at changing the tire. And I was successful, so that made me feel confident about it.
Well done.
So so to answer your question earlier, Tausch, of how early you think somebody should be leaving to get to work on time when you are a producer, when you are a host, like when do you try to get there when you're going to be working out of the Everlight Solar Madison studios?
So my goal is always to get there a half hour early. Sometimes because there's different things and traffic and What's that? What was that chortle about?
Yeah, somebody's scoffing at this idea.
When we're on remote, you come strolling in at 8:58, though.
That's the Jen
first
Latta,
off, I don't.
Jen Latta plan.
Whomst among us?
I thought that was Jen's chortle, not Wilde's chortle. Hey, Jason, by the way, thanks for joining us 7 minutes late. You didn't have a flat tire, but that's a different story. To answer your question before I was rudely interrupted, I was rudely.
Wait.
I was actually doing the introduction of the show by myself.
I don't know if there's anything sadder than you sitting there doing a show to your cats without being on any air. That makes me sad listening to that.
The Friday edition of Wilde and Tausch.
Exactly.
It's a hell of an
the cat.
What a start! Is this what do they call this in the sports business? Crosstalk.
Crosstalk, yes.
So. Before Wilde rudely interrupted me, yes, for remotes, sometimes I get there 10. I'm not there
Seconds.
2 minutes before, but yeah, it depends.
Yeah, no, that's.
All right, Jason, why don't you tell the cats what time you get? But I was here on time.
They all left.
That I know.
Oh, snap.
Yes. They didn't find it interesting.
That's pretty good.
Well, I think I believe Jesse is going to end up getting there relatively. But there's no way he changes. Like Jen and Gabe just asked, there's no way Jesse's changing his own tire, is there, Jason?
No, I wouldn't imagine that he did, and I am not here to judge him in any sort of negative manner for not changing his tire. Now, I don't know the responsibilities that he carries at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios, and I don't know what his ETA was to the Spark building before the flat tire. So we'll get that information from him when he joins us. But, my commute is down the steps. And I was making a bed. I did not have my phone. I came down at 8:58, just like I normally do. Limping down with the gout.
Do you have to add time to your commute with the bad tire, Jason?
No, see, as you well know, Gabe, I'm a gamer.
Yeah, you are.
I may have skipped 3 practices, but I'm ready for the game tomorrow. So I'm already in game shape. I had no problem taking the steps down. But seriously, the opening of our show, it's kind of a soliloquy, right? I tell you where you can listen and all the other stuff that I say. And I got to the end of it, and I heard you talking. And I'm like, what the hell's going on out here?
Did you then try to talk to me and realize that you couldn't talk to me?
No, then I was like, I better grab my phone. Something must be amiss here.
When did I get on Amber and Ian? When am I at Fortenbaugh's show? What the hell's going on around here?
What's going on? What's going on today?
So, and I was like, I already talked to Gabe once today. Gabe and Jen and Chewy were on earlier. Why are they still on in my ears? Well, first of all, thank you for your service, for getting us on the rails. Also, thank you to Brian D., who was in charge of this fire drill. He was the head firefighter to put out these flames. So thanks to everyone. It takes a village to get Wilde and Tausch on the air when Jesse's not available because he's on the side of the road somewhere.
Look at this photograph that you guys have for Mark Tauscher right now on the stream. Can you see this, Gabe?
Oh, I've seen this before.
Wait, where is there a stream?
I've seen
I'm
that.
on the stream. I got a blue screen sitting here by myself with Wilde's cats on here.
It's like a montage of selfies.
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree with the fact that you're on the stream because I'm looking at it right now. I see myself, I see Jason, and I see you with a pretty extreme close-up.
It is.
Oh, wow.
It is. It's so close you can't even see him doing the thumbs up
It's
or
like
thumbs
when my
down,
dad
which
used
is
to
his signature.
FaceTime me, and I'd be like, Dad, the nose hairs, okay? Can we
Move
back
the phone
it
away from your face on the selfie.
No, you look good, Tausch.
No, really.
Nice
You look great.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's really nice of you.
All right, it feels like a good time for us to thank one more time Jen and Gabe. So Chewy didn't stick around for this.
No, so as close as apparently Tausch cuts
Chewy leaves. Chewy does the opposite
Yes.
of Jesse. He leaves 30 minutes early.
Yeah, Chewy is just, especially on a Friday, he's chomping at the bit.
Emotionally, you could argue he never shows up on Fridays. But I digress.
Well, thank you both for stepping into the breach. Thank you, Brian D. Thank you, Tausch, for quickly and
welcome.
nimbly getting on the show.
I'm heading out with Jen and Gabe, so we'll catch up with you because I'm not on the stream anyways. We'll catch you guys later.
2 hours and 48 minutes of Jesse and I discussing his flat tire coming up. But thank you, everyone who made the quick actions to allow us to have some semblance of a radio program this morning. Gabe, Jen, take care. Be good.
Have a good show, gang.
Tausch, can you tell us about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin?
Oh, indeed I can, and it's the last day, at least weekday, that you can pop into the Wisconsin State Fair, that big, glorious fair down there outside of West Allis. Pop into the Pella Expo. You can check out everything that they have to offer, and for long-lasting comfort and reliability, it is easy to trust Pella. Each piece is specifically constructed for your home, and it is always designed with innovation, rigorously tested for quality and performance, and built to create long-term energy savings. And there is no reason to wait, because if you order by August 31st, you get 0 interest for up to 60 months. That's 5 years, no interest payments. Don't miss out. Visit PellaWI.com today. And again, State Fair the next 3 days. I think we shut her down. Pella's got a beautiful little setup down there. Check it out down there as well.
I have actually visited that multiple times over the years, over the last probably 5 years when we go. It is amazing. It's like a house inside of the exhibition hall. It's incredible. So make sure you swing by for that. By the way, I don't know if you know this. I know Tausch does. It's our birthday today.
I don't agree.
Ago,
I don't agree with that. I thought it was the 6th. I had it as 8/6 in my calendar.
No, I believe it was 8/8/16 that we kicked off. But be that as it may, what a way to celebrate.
It couldn't have been more apropos.
Indeed. All right, sources close to the program indicate that Jesse Nelson has arrived, made his not-so-triumphant arrival at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios, and we will find out what happened to Mr. Goodwrench. Next, it's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 12th.
Churio Sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in August 12th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and The Pickler is coming to Menominee Falls with 9 indoor courts and unlimited pickleball play. Leagues, clinics, tournaments, all included. The first tier of founder memberships is sold out, but you can still grab a great deal. $99 a month or $1,049 for a year. Only through the grand opening on August 23rd, with free open play, raffle prizes, and welcome gifts for the first 50 people. Go to pickler.com, hit the Menominee Falls page, and we'll see you on the court. Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Faith and Bigora, lads and lassies. Irish Fest is almost here. One of the great Milwaukee summer festivals. And we'd like to send you there. Compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Purchase any one 18-pack bottle of Coors Light or Coors Banquet and receive 1 free ticket to Irish Fest. But don't delay. Tickets go quickly, and I know you don't want to miss all the great Irish food and beverages. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Discount Liquor, voted best liquor store in Milwaukee again. See us this week for your free Irish Fest ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority. They are your premium provider for eye care and corrective eye surgeries. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. Dr. Nausheen Abbas joined the Holtebeck Eye Center team last September, and her practice philosophy is to provide patient-centered medicine by giving all options. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol. Learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
As I said to the Cats, it is the Friday edition.
3-word text from Pipe Jim. Best opening ever. Thank you, Pipe. It is the Friday edition of Wilde and Tausch. A rocky start as our fearless producer, Jesse Bartholomew Nelson, was stranded on the side of a road somewhere with a flat tire. Jesse, I want you to know that Sydney's first question when I told them the story was, is Jesse okay?
Oh, that's very nice of her.
Which, out of the 4 people that did the program, 5 if you count Will Summers, who was producing in Milwaukee.
Great job by Will.
The only person to ask that question remains Sydney. So, in fairness, we did have...
He's on the show, and he's on the video screen. We know he's okay.
We know now, yeah. But I was going to say, I did get a text from him. I didn't see it until after I'd started the show by myself on a different stream. But we knew he was okay. He was able to text. Now, Jesse, tell us your story, Mr. Goodwrench.
Good morning.
Not so much. Not really, actually, for you.
No, not at all. So, there's not much of a story to tell, I suppose. I'm driving down East Wash at the usual time that I always go to get in here.
And what? And if I may,
because I know that was a topic. I've told
Jesse. I've told Jesse numerous times that he cuts it too close, all the time. I've told him,
like an older brother giving good advice. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, I disagree.
All right, so Jesse, without giving us your address, your social security number, and your height and weight, when you put in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios from your humble abode, which I have visited, how many minutes does it tell you on a normal day it will require you to get there?
22.
Okay, and what time do you leave your home knowing that you have a 22-minute commute?
Traditionally between 8:15 and 8:20, putting me here between 8:40 and 8:45 a.m.
I'm gonna agree with Tausch that maybe just 15 more minutes earlier would be wise, but go ahead.
Yeah, you got to watch Good Morning America. Prep for the show.
Wow, prep for the show. Get me started. So,
Jesse does a lot of our prep, by the way, so let's give Jesse credit for that.
Hey, Jesse does a great job, but that doesn't mean everything is perfect from Jesse.
No, I agree.
Okay?
Yeah, no, you're right.
All right.
You're right. No one's saying he's perfect. Yeah. Certainly not Becca. All right, now, so you are leaving at your normal time, 8:15 to 8:20, allegedly. That's when you left.
Closer to 8:30.
When we got on the road
It's
today.
Closer to 8:30 than it is 8:15.
It is not. No, it's not. If we hit 8:23 on the stove clock, that's when I know. And that's happened a couple, and we've been fine every time except for that lunchbox in the snow day. But that was very
except for that one time.
That day I left at like 7:50 and still didn't get here on time. So that wasn't that. It was just bad road conditions.
All right, so.
So we're driving down East Washington Avenue today, and as I'm,
Get a mouse in your pocket, or are you by yourself?
By myself. Driving down.
These are the best shows, by the way, when Tausch is this way.
Yes, we are at the best.
I love a day like this.
We're on normal pace, and one of the fun things about East Washington Avenue is nobody knows yet, because they did this bus lane a couple of years ago. Where it's they've got like a red line, and then this is the bus lane only, and there's big sign, but only bus lane. Except you got to read the fine print on the signs.
Sure. Yeah,
and on the fine print on East Wash, it says except 7 to 9 a.m. So when I take East Washington Avenue, I'm coming down East Wash, and I go into that left lane, nobody's in it because everybody thinks, it's only a bus lane, because it is only a bus lane, except 7 to 9 a.m. So I hop in the bus lane. I'm driving down the road. We're doing great. I get to one of the big intersections. Actually, it's where I hit that Ratmobile a couple of years ago. Slide into it in the snow.
Quite a commute for you.
I'm starting to hate this intersection. So I'm driving through the intersection. All of a sudden, I'm kind of coming over a little bump, and all in there, boom! I hear it from. I'm like, oh, that can't be good. And so we go up to the next stoplight. We stop. Also, East Wash, they alternate stop red light, so every light is red when you get to it on East Wash. It's pretty irritating.
So all right, what's the intersection again where it went bablam?
Stoughton Road, I think it is, 51.
Oh,
East
the very
Wash,
busy
Very
intersection there, where there's like the All right,
there's a quick
I know
trip
exactly.
nearby.
There, I was just gonna say there's a quick trip if you turn right coming in there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, right around kind of where that quick trip was where this happened. I heard the noise from the back, and I thought to myself, all right, like maybe the tire's going to go flat. Here's what I'm going to try. If I can just get to the parking garage, we can worry about this later. If I can just get to work, we're going to be okay. We can get the show started.
And what is the clock showing when you hit the bablam?
8:33, I think it was 8:30, just after 8:30.
So you could not have just parked at the quick trip and walked it and been there in time?
Not a chance. Not a chance.
No. God no. What are you, nuts?
I was really going for the joke.
Not a
there.
chance.
I didn't think that was possible. Please continue.
So I tried to keep driving. And I'm like, if I can just get to the park, I know it might not be the best thing for the tire, but I just get to the parking garage. We can get the show started. We can worry about this at 12:05, and we'll be all right. Well, I got up to the next red light, and I can hear, like, as it's grinding. And I'm like, this is not good. So I have to go all the way from the bus lane all the way on the left-hand side, get through the intersection. I got to let, like, everybody go because I'm struggling to accelerate up to a good speed at this point. So I let everyone else kind of go from the other 3 lanes to my right. Then I veer all the way over. I pull into a fast food establishment parking lot.
Are they known for their ice cream?
They are not.
Royalty? Okay.
Talk about an experience today.
There you go.
And so I pull into the parking lot there, and I pull into a stall. I'm like, all right, I got to see what it looks like. And I get out, and it looks bad. I mean, it's like totally deflated. This isn't gonna work. So at that point, I weighed my options. We're about 8:35 where I pulled into the establishment's parking lot, and all right, what are we gonna do here? So I tried making a couple of phone calls. Hunter Vaughn here at ESPN Madison produces Mr. Irrelevant weekdays Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the YouTube channel with Alex Strofe. He's normally in around the same time I am. Usually just before 9, 8:40. He usually rolls in.
No.
Except he's not producing a show.
Hunter, let me tell you something. Now that this is going into our 10th season, Hunter Vaughn is almost always the only person in the studio when I get there. So he's always
he usually arrives here, but between 8 and 9 is a safe bet. Between 8 and 9.
Yeah, he's 8:15 to 8:30.
Sometimes he's here a lot before me. Sometimes I beat him here by a few minutes. But so I tried calling Hunter, thinking, okay, we've got a backup plan here. I'll figure this out. Hunter can get the show started.
But he's watching Superman. He was watching Superman.
Well, come to find out, he didn't answer his phone, and we didn't hear from him for a bit. Turns out he was in the shower. So he was coming in a little bit later today, so he was not going to be here for the start of the show. And then so I called one of our other teammates here, Lainey, and I asked her, like, okay, who is there? There were no other content teammates capable of producing the show in the studio, and I realized at this point, no matter who I asked for a ride, unless I asked some guy in the drive-thru getting an AM Crunch Wrap, there was no way I was going to make it in here in time to start the show. So then we panicked, and then I made a bunch of phone calls and texts to try to get everything coordinated, while also asking one of our other teammates, Chad, to come here and get me a ride into the studio. So mercifully, I was able to FaceTime Lainey, and she was able to get the show started on the air here. So we at least had that covered.
Wow!
So Lainey, who just had a promotion, by the way, she's also now a part-time producer. Congratulations
Way
to
to
her.
go, Lainey!
Yeah. And then...
Just wait, was she cleared?
She was not.
I know there's a rigorous clearing process. Was she cleared?
She was fire drill cleared. Fire drill cleared today. She didn't do the Sports Center update.
So what you're telling me, though, is that Lainey, by her quick actions, was the reason why I thought I was on the air when I was actually only talking to the cats.
Yeah, so she could have got you on.
Because I heard the intro music, and I thought, well, I guess maybe Jesse's mic's not working because I had not seen my phone. So I started doing the Friday edition, butt dial edition.
How do you go 20 minutes without looking at your phone right before the show starts? Like what?
Your text, the text I had from you was 8:52.
What if the Packers traded for Trey Hendrickson? Then what?
Well,
you wouldn't even know.
Or maybe signed Randall Cobb to an extension. Yeah, I was making a bed
for 20 minutes. Anyway,
well, not 20 minutes. Are you trying to turn the tables on me? Is that what that is?
No,
is that what you just did?
And I actually love it, and I like it.
So yeah, that was a fire drill. That was not great. The car is still parked there, and I am happy to report, because I know this was the rest of the topic of conversation while I was hustling in here. Becca, who is working from home today, is going to go during the show and change the tire and put a spare on and take care of it at the establishment and handle
Is there
that side
any
of business.
way she will let us record her changing the tire?
Why would
Somebody
you
get
want
Pablo out there?
Why
I would
you
want
want
Pablo
to
go down there and have basically Becca just discuss the process of changing a tire. Like, would she be open to that?
She has done it before, not on video for the ESPN Madison social media platforms. She has been in a situation where she had a flat tire and has changed it all by herself before. She is confident in her abilities to take care of it. Mm-hmm. And she said she actually works better alone. I tried to help her one time do something like this with a different car, and it didn't go so well for the two of us. So she said, I'll go take care of it. You do the show, and then we'll figure it out at noon afterward what we're going to do.
All right.
Okay, so she's on it.
That's teamwork, baby.
God, you married up.
I have changed my own tire before, but it was like 12 years ago. I would not remember how to do it. I mean, I could figure it out, I think. But just off the cuff, like, all right, let's jump into action. Let's do it. I would not be able to do it. She can. So I
Kudos to Becca.
I yield to her on that level of expertise. And that's been the morning so far.
Sounds like a good day for you to go home after everyone's taken care of all this for you. Kick up on the deck, put your feet up, pet Mo, and you and Becca can just have a Coors Light and think, gosh, what a fun day today was. I love you, and I love Coors Light.
It'd be a $5 box.
There you go. Whether you're tailgating pregame, celebrating a flat tire change, whatever your experience is, Coors Light is when you need a moment to chill. Brewed with that 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filtered, and it is cold packaged, so it is made to chill. Make sure those mountains are blue. And you know what? If you get a little grease on the can from changing a tire, add that in and send us a video of it. That could be fantastic. Celebrate responsibly, Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All right, we will. The Packers open preseason play tomorrow. So, as much as I would love to continue to discuss,
did you know who they're playing? I had a momentary I think I know, but I'm not 1,000%. I was about mid-90s that they were playing a certain team from a Empire State, and I was right. But for a second, I was thinking maybe they're playing the Arizona Cardinals this weekend. But did you know?
Like the film I watched of Nate Hobbs against the Arizona Cardinals, who they didn't play.
They don't play the
last
Cardinals at all in the preseason.
Maybe. No, I did know, but in fairness to you, there every day. I'm thinking about what's going on. So I've been mentioning the New York Jets in my stories over and over and over again, which you clearly have not been reading. But I knew who they were playing, and Aaron Rodgers no longer plays for the Jets. But Garrett Wilson does. Garrett Wilson does, and he may be covered by a guy who used to wear number 80 and now wears number 16. We'll talk about where the Packers are down on the corner as we get ready for Packers-Jets in the preseason opener tomorrow evening. Also weird about their schedule. They play a 7 p.m. game, a noon game, and a 3 p.m. game. So they're all over the clock as well.
They did
on
that
those
last
3
year
Saturdays.
too. Same thing
That's
as last
perfect
year.
for the coaches. You get to prep and get different game start times. It's
Indeed.
great for the G&G.
Yeah, that probably is by design. All right, we will get to the Packers.
We're coming up by you.
I'm sorry?
Be my guess. Probably be an article by you. Like the different habits that they practice.
Well, I'm still busy writing about the fact that there's allegedly data that tells you that you're less likely to be injured in the first 4 to 5 weeks of the season if you play in the preseason. And as you pointed out, there's no bias to that data at all from the NFL, who wants people to watch their preseason games. We will talk about Packers, Jets, and Bo Melton next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Turn those hoop dreams into reality with Precision Sports, your one-stop shop in southeastern Wisconsin for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator basketball hoop systems. Installation of new or old hoops and completely customizable painted court lines. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Wow, a bomb by Yelich. Join the crew for an electric matchup when the Brewers host the Mets August 8th through the 10th. The weekend starts with a celebration at Cerveceros Night on Friday the 8th, featuring makers markets, music, and more. Then don't miss an all-new Christian Yelich bobblehead giveaway on Saturday the 9th, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Close out the series with Sunday matinee baseball and a limited edition Jacob Mizorowski t-shirt giveaway. Grab your tickets at Brewers.com.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
College students, are you looking to make your campus living more comfortable, functional, and fashionable this year? Let IKEA help. From innovative storage solutions and furniture to maximize your space, to fashionable bedding and accessories to make it uniquely yours, IKEA is helping make college living truly inspired by you. And now, qualified college students can save even more with 15% off their IKEA purchase when they sign up for IKEA Family for free. Visit IKEA Oak Creek, IKEA Schaumburg, or check out the Ready for College section on IKEA.com/US to learn more.
Milwaukee baseball was born in the Emerald City, but any ties to the Pacific Northwest were cut loose decades ago. Pella has an interesting history as well. Born in Pella, Iowa, but their century-long history of crafting quality windows and doors there continues to this day. Designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance, get long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Order by August 31st and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature
will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Thanks again to Becca and Lainey and Will and Brian D. and
Chad.
Jen.
Chad gave me a ride in. Appreciate Chad.
I was going to get to him. Yeah, I heard you say that.
I wasn't sure if I mentioned that.
No, you did. Chad, Jen, and Gabe, and Tausch, and everybody that managed to get this show off the ground this morning. That said, great to have Jesse back in the captain's chair. We appreciate that. All right. Yesterday at practice, not only did Nate Hobbs not participate after having the meniscus trim that he underwent on Saturday, but Keyshawn Nixon didn't work either. And this is what we have talked about again and again, that Goody felt really good about his top three. Keyshawn Nixon, Nate Hobbs, Carrington Valentine. Okay, now he was without two of his top three. And they like John Bullard as a slot guy. He is a safety by trade, and he has not looked great, as Tausch has pointed out from his social media reading, in one-on-ones. So he definitely is still a work in progress as a cover man. But their corners with the ones were Carrington Valentine and Bo Melton. And as we joked about earlier in the week, if we played Packers cornerback or Steinhoffel's employee, we would not have gotten them all right. There are some names that not even the hardest, most ardent Packers fan would recognize on that depth chart right now. So the Bo Melton experiment has gone into hyperspeed. And the fact that he is getting work with the ones when they get to this point means that they think he's got a better chance of succeeding than some of these other guys that have played the position for much longer. So now, is Kalen King ahead of him? I mean, you would hope so, right? He's played corner his whole career in college, played it last year on the practice squad. But Tausch, this is, it's not doomsday worst case scenario because Keyshawn Nixon will be fine. I don't even know if he had a real injury or if he just had some soreness or whatever it was. Hobbs is hopefully, their word, back by the opener.
You're kind of burying the lead here, though, to me. I mean, the lead is obviously, this could be one of the all-time great stories, Melton, if he can do it. But Xavier McKinney probably ain't practicing the rest of training camp? That's at least the early reports?
Yeah.
And it's a calf. And we just, we, again, don't know the severity of it, so we're not going to speculate. But all I know is I am going to guess that with all of the stuff that's happened in the NBA, I am going to guess the sensitivity and for a beat guy to miss a bunch of time with a turf toe, and I'm not trying to diminish your turf toe.
Not at all.
But I am.
Exactly.
You have to, if you have a calf strain, and that didn't sound great to me, the reporting that I heard on where X is at, there is going to be hyper conservancy about where he's at in trying to get him. And that's, we're getting to be under a month out. All right? The season's about a month. That was the part that maybe even made me a little more nervous than anything. Maybe quell my fears a little bit on X before we get into the Bo Melton great storylines that happen.
Yeah, so I did talk to X yesterday. I don't want to be, because you're right, especially given Damian Lillard, Tyrese Halliburton, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant a few years ago, Giannis when he had the calf. The soleus, is that the muscle they kept saying, if I recall correctly? And they did not risk putting him in a playoff series because this is what you do worry about with a calf. Dontavion Wicks has been dealing with a calf as well. He's been sidelined for a while. Yes, your thought immediately goes to, okay, don't push this because the next thing that's going to happen is you're going to rupture your Achilles. I don't. And again, I don't want to be poo-pooing the seriousness of this because they are playing, as Mike McCarthy would say, the high side of caution. But he was practicing on Wednesday, and I would say reading his body language, mood, whatever it might be, I don't think he feels like it is a DEFCON 1, I have to shut this down or I'm going to do something really bad. I think it's more of a, and again, this is based on my conversation and reading his affect. There's no point in me risking anything at all in the preseason. I know the defense. We got a bunch of young guys who can use the work. I don't really want to play in the preseason anyway, so let's play it really, really safe. So if I will say that if you want to say that I buried the lead, I'm not going to disagree with you. I did write an entire story about it, which I have not done on Bo Melton to this point. I'm doing that today. So I did feel like it was newsworthy.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want to cause Packers fans to panic because I don't think, at least the read I got on it was, and I think if you look at some of the other coverage, not all of it, I do think that he was pretty, I don't want to say dismissive of his injury. That's too strong. But I think he was calmer than maybe you would feel like he would be if it was more serious. Does that make sense?
It does. I just saw Schefter's tweet, and the vibe I got was, is he going to be back practicing before the preseason is over? I didn't sense that. So, again, you don't know. I'm guessing he'll be ready to go for Detroit. That's the plan. That's the thought. But I after I saw all of that, I had more concern than I wanted. Because let's make no mistake about it. Jeff Hafley's defense, he came in and they were much better taking the football away.
It hinges on
But were they
him.
much better if you take X out of that equation? I don't know, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
He is our playmate. He is the straw that stirs that defense's drink. And if he is unavailable, and the thing you worry about with soft tissue injuries, now granted it's the 8th of August and you have 20 some odd days before the season kicks off, those things tend to come back if you don't address it and handle it. And it sounds as if that's the high side of caution. That'll be great. But Xavier McKinney, if he is unavailable and he misses time for this team, that might be as big of a it's not Jordan Love, but I would say it's a Josh Jacobs type blow.
Yep.
I would say you're in the same category, and that is something to be concerned about.
Most important Packers list, McKinney 3, Jacobs 2, Love 1. Again, I just want to read the quote that I used and others did as well. Obviously, I'm glad that we caught it when we caught it, so we're just trying to take it slow and then build it up, obviously, but I'll be ready when it's time to go for sure. It's just something that was lingering a little bit over time, and that's really all it was.
Okay.
Now, you've also, and you know this, I don't need to tell you this, but there are also frequently examples of players who downplay the significance of an injury that they have. And they're more hopeful and optimistic than, say, the medical staff is. Again, I don't want people, I don't want to underplay it, but I don't want to overplay it either, right? And so, judging from his affect, I really don't believe that he's like, oh my God, I was on the verge of popping my Achilles if we wouldn't have stopped me playing. That's just my take on his vibe.
I don't sense that. What was concerning to me was the Schefter tweet and the after effects of that, where you're missing 2 or 3 weeks with this. And with all of the other stuff, and the medical folks are going to always look at what else is happening in sports. It wasn't that there's something imminent, but this is something you're going to be concerned about until you're not concerned about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the longer it lingers, the more questions will come up. And if this was Evan Williams or Bullard, you're going to be concerned. But when it's one of your dogs, when it is one of your top 3 players, and in a position where you're already wondering how this is going to look with the defensive backs, with Hobbs being injured, you got to be strong with your strength. And if Xavier McKinney's unavailable, all of a sudden everybody's vibe on a defense that you're hoping is going to be turnover and all the stuff that you're looking for, you take your lead dog out of that equation, everything else changes.
Also missing some time yesterday, Jaden Reed with a foot issue and Elton Jenkins with his back. Now again, we're getting on the verge of the first preseason game. Elton Jenkins started camp on the non-football injury list with a back injury. His back is now sore, the last practice before the preseason game. Jordan Love expected to play 1 series. He's playing a new position of center, snapping the ball to Jordan Love. Is there any reason at all to get your antenna up about this?
Why don't you tell me? Is there?
Well, I don't know, because I don't want to be dismissive or bury the lead, which, again, I think was a fair critique by you.
All right, let me ask you this.
But I'm also a Chicken Little when it comes to this, so I was trying not to be Chicken Little for once.
You are Charlie Little. Like, that is you. So we all know that. Everybody that has listened to the show, thank you, over the last 9 years. Everybody has a really good understanding of how you handle things. So we all are on that same page. Even for the people that don't listen every day, very good gauge on Jason Wilde. Is it possible, like when when he came in and he had his conversation, and some people are saying, oh, everything's great. None of us really believe that. Is it possible that everything's not great? Or is it possible that this is just the back and he'll be fine and he's going to play? Which way would you lean if I forced you to lean? What was that?
What's going on over there?
What are you doing over there?
So we have Google contraptions in our house, and so you can talk to different. Siri? Well, yeah, it's like the little Google things, and we haven't had a commercial break, which I caught it the first time and hit the mute button on me, and then I couldn't hit it the second time, while Sydney was requesting more litter for the kitten's litter box.
Just wait a second. Whoa.
It's like a PA system?
So she's Googling you to ask for more litter?
Let me see if I can demonstrate it for you, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Google, broadcast.
What's the message?
Don't use Google while I'm on the air. There you go. Broadcasting now.
So is Sid asking that question to Google, and then that comes to you?
Sid, when you say broadcast, it broadcasts to all the Google contraptions throughout the house, including the one in the radio studio. So she needs litter for the litter box. She's asking someone to bring it to her. Unfortunately, that includes me, who's in the midst of a radio show, so I'm not bringing litter right now.
Just wait a second. Why didn't she just go get the litter?
Because she's upstairs and the litter packages are downstairs.
Yeah, but she can walk down steps.
You got stairs, don't you?
I'm not here to question why she doesn't just go
I am.
herself.
Does she?
No, I am. But why don't you just have a
the
group,
guy with turf toe?
Why don't you just have a group text message? Why
she
are we
doesn't have her
yelling at
phone.
Google about it?
Or just yell from upstairs?
Well, what does she have then? A computer? How is she sending a Google message to you?
There are these little circles, and we have one in every room, and it can play music, and you can broadcast. It's a nifty little system. It's like having, as Jesse put it, a PA system, so you can communicate with other people in different parts of the house.
If she plays some music, does it go throughout the house or just her room?
You can set your Google Home, and I don't think Google sells ice cream, to play the entire house. You can have just different areas.
We are so screwed as a society. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. I need a break. I didn't know that this was even in there. I knew that this existed. No, what's the thing? Alexis, where you can call and say, "Oh, hey," and then they keep all your data, and then you can get arrested and all this other stuff.
That's from Amazon. Yes, that's Amazon. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I hope there's a course correction on all this. I hope there's a big course correction on all this. There's not going to be, and I'm going to be very disappointed, but I certainly hope there is. But there's not going to be.
Hey, football's regular season is right around the corner.
That's becoming my favorite thing you do.
And along with football season comes fantasy football season.
Hey, Google, sign up for ESPN Wisconsin's Fantasy Football.
Don't say that too loud or it's going to start playing again. On Wednesday, August 20th, the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football Draft returns and takes over the Potawatomi Sportsbook for an exclusive draft night event. Call now. Jesse, how many callers do you want?
Well, we're taking 6 throughout the course of the day today, so we're going to have 3 different pairs of numbers to take.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we do 3 twice? Let's just do 3 twice. Caller 4, caller 8, and caller 12. How's that?
Sure. Let's do it.
All right.
Sounds good.
Caller 4, caller 8, and caller 12. Talk about a course correction. Call now, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776 for your chance to join the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy League and go head-to-head with other fans and the team that Jesse drafts, if he doesn't have a flat tire, to have fun all season long in pursuit of second place. This experience includes free food, great prizes, and the full VIP experience interacting with all your favorite ESPN Wisconsin hosts, all for fans 21 and up. Again, callers 4, 8, and 12. 4, 8, and 12 to 844-770-3776 will win a spot in the 2025 ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football League with the draft exclusively in person on Wednesday, August 20th at Potawatomi Sportsbook. All lucky winners have 48 hours to claim their spot at this exclusive event. More Wilde and Tausch.
Hey, Google, bring Wilde a coffee. So who gets that then? Is that Paul? Who gets that? Like Paula gets it? Like how does that work in your house?
If you don't specify the area, which, not to throw anybody under the bus, but they didn't specify which room they were talking to, it goes to the entire every single Google.
Just wait. So you have to say right now, "Yo, kitchen, bring me a coffee," and then it goes to the kitchen.
Yeah. Hey, well, again, we don't have a robot. So no one will be bringing me coffee. I would have to ask a human to do that part of it. We haven't gotten to iRobot yet.
Google is not an intern.
Hey, Hunter.
No, but you yell Google living room kitchen. Yo, give me a coffee.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
yes. Okay. So, I guess I know what I'm getting you for your next birthday. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead.
No, God, no. No.
Would that be worse or better than so incredible? More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
I had nightmares at my birth mom's house. It was really scary living there. There were always drugs in the house. The police came, and that's when I was placed into foster care.
Right now in the U.S., more than 100,000 children, like Ariana, are waiting for a family.
Once I was adopted, I definitely felt safe.
Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find permanent homes for children in foster care. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Home practice is about to begin. Your daughter's new tap shoes? Loud. Your son's new tuba? Louder. But you got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with $50 overdraft Greystone. So if you lose track of expenses buying some noise-canceling and sanity-saving headphones, we've got your back. You got this with $50 overdraft Greystone from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
At Cousin Subs, the bigger your smile, the better we feel. That's why our menu features something for everyone, like our Wisconsin cheese curds, golden fries, creamy shakes, and mac and cheese, all paired with your favorite sub, or our subs in a bowl. And don't forget our kids' meals, now with a free cookie. Here's to a better day. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Summer is here, and your taste buds deserve the best. Carbless is perfect for the pool, the lake, or hanging out by the fire. Full of flavor with 0 sugars, only 100 calories, and made with premium spirits. Don't just settle for something overly carbonated and those flavorless seltzers. Carbless has full flavor with every sip, not just a hint. So when you're ready to take a drink and ready to chill, Carbless is clean, crisp, and won't leave you feeling bloated. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Joe Flacco is the pace car for all of the young quarterbacks in the Cleveland Browns quarterback room. If you do put Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders out there week 1, the player, the front office, the coaching staff, they lose all benefit of the doubt because you don't have any proof of concept when it comes to those young quarterbacks being able to play at this level. So Joe Flacco is the name they know. It's a guy that came off the couch, took him to the playoffs a couple of years ago. There's an affinity for him with the fan base because of them catching that proverbial lightning in a bottle. So I think that it would be Joe Flacco, barring any type of injury, just out of an abundance of caution in terms of being able to control the perception around what's happening with the Cleveland Browns quarterback playing.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak high. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Many times
people of the YouTube comments. Let me specify in the ESPN Madison YouTube comments. The ESPN Milwaukee YouTube comments appear to just be Michael talking to himself, complaining about every aspect of the show. So thanks for listening,
really?
Michael. We appreciate your support of the program. In the ESPN Madison YouTube comments, first, Erica points out that the 3 numbers you chose for callers are all of Aaron Rodgers' jersey numbers. Wore 4 at Butte, wore 8 at Cal with the Jets, and now with the Steelers, and wore 12 with the Packers. Geriad, and I don't want to say it too loud because it's going to activate a certain contraption, which they're called nests, by the way. Thanks, Jake Dowling, who informed me that I set off his Google by doing that bit.
I got a couple of texts that said that here. Yep.
So it's a
So
Google
how many
nest.
people have these nests that just collect all your data and sell it to different people?
One more thing before we get into this discussion.
We don't have to.
I've discovered, because I was testing this out, and maybe I'll test it out again here, you can get our show, if you have Spotify, you can get our show on your Google Nest. All you have to say is, hey, Google, play Wilde and Tausch.
All right. Here's Wilde and Tausch on Spotify.
Wilde and Tausch on Spotify. Hey,
Wilde and
Google,
Tausch.
turn off music. There it is. It starts right from the beginning and everything. So there you go. That's one to grow on from Wilde and Tausch.
Wow.
So there you go.
That could be something. And these nests, you just put them in every room.
Yeah, they're. Let me unplug this one so this won't be an issue again, and I'll show it to you. It's like a little round.
I don't think
it is.
Jason,
it is,
I hate to tell you this. It doesn't matter if it's plugged in or not.
It is. Well, it does, because then we wouldn't have heard it, and then we would have had this blessed conversation. They're like.
So you don't think they're still collecting? You don't think they're still collecting some data from you on that?
Oh, I'm sure they are. Like if I ask for the weather and stuff like that, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not as obsessed about my data as you are. I should be, but I'm
Sure.
not.
Nah, nobody. No, it doesn't matter. They collect it anyways, so it doesn't matter. All right, what's up? What was the third point?
I don't remember anymore. Jesse, do you have all your winners now for the Wilde and Tausch?
Oh, I want to apologize
draft?
to Jesse because I didn't know that writing down all that info was going to be so difficult for
Time
Jesse.
consuming.
I know he's had a tough morning. I know we have trivia yet to do, and we got Feel Good Friday, and we have Packers preview stuff. There's a lot of stuff that we got to do yet. So I thought instead of doing 3 different rounds, we'd do 2 to make his life easier. But then Jesse gets in, and he's like, Tausch, the reason we don't do 3 is because I got to write down all the info. For
Just to be fair to Jesse, because he kind of needs it today.
Sure.
The ESPN Wisconsin draft thing is not
another one.
No, that's me plugging it back in now.
Another
Now that we're done, that's how it boots up. Is not a segment; it's a read going to break. Like it's not like trivia where we're not playing trivia 3 times to take away from other content.
Yeah, but he's taking callers and writing down names. You know?
And so I'm writing down names and contact information and explaining to everyone how they're going to receive more information and when they need to confirm their participation in the league. It's not as basic as just saying, you win, you're playing trivia. Good luck.
I just send them a Google Nest and just send them all the info via Google Nest. You know?
I don't think that's how that works.
It is not, but I, as many in the YouTube comments have suggested, it would be sick if you could do that and have Google bring you your coffee. There's a lot of people that are interested in that addition.
Now, well, I'm telling you, that whole robotics thing, now I'm on board with that. If I'm going to give you all my info and stuff, I do want a robot bringing me coffee. Like, that seems like the least that we could figure out. Because right now, what are you getting? What are you getting out of this outside of Lord knows what? Like, what are you gaining by having Google Nest in your house?
personally, what I use it for is to play music throughout the entirety of the house.
Don't you have that on your phone? And don't you have like
so there's a Google Home app that controls all the Nests. And so if I want to play Matt Carney songs and have them play throughout the house, we do not have a speaker system of wired speakers throughout the entire house. So this allows you to do it through the internet. And so every room would have Matt Carney playing.
God, I am so happy that I knew nothing about any of this. Like, I couldn't be happier, and now I'm kind of depressed. But I was very happy I knew nothing. Like, I fought Alexa. I said, we ain't doing Alexa. No Alexa.
That's basically the same thing.
We've won that battle.
Yeah.
I know, but we've won that battle. And the fact Sarah has not even broached the subject, obviously because she knows where I stand on it, but I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything.
If you told your family, and then we need to end the 9 o'clock hour at 10:11.
Hey, Google, go fix my tire, please.
There was a few of those in the YouTube comments, too, by the way. I think Geriod was among them. If you had to choose, you have to allow one of these two things.
Okay.
In the Tauscher household.
Yep.
Google Nests, or similar, or a dog.
Dog. Not even close.
Good. All right, let's get going. Let's go.
They also don't bring you coffee.
Yeah. But it's going to be a robot dog in an ironic twist. That's what it's going to end up being.
All right. Jesse, I don't even know what Tausch is supposed to tell us about right now. So whatever Tausch is going to tell us about, I can't wait to hear it.
I'll tell you about Jones Dairy Farm. Family-owned and operated for 7 generations in Fort Atkinson since 1889. I don't know Google Nest back then. I know that for sure. But there still is Jones Dairy, and it's best known for its all-natural sausage made from the original family recipe available in pork, chicken, and turkey. You know what I love when we went down there? It is simple. There's not all these additives. It is a simple, everybody's looking to eat clean. A little bit of seasoning and just clean meat. That's what Jones Dairy is all about. The sausage is made with fresh meat only. No fillers, no nitrates, MSG, none of that. Jones also makes naturally smoked ham and Canadian bacon, dry-aged bacon, and Lord knows Jesse and I found that out in a beautiful way when we were down there. Braunschweiger, which Eleanor tried, and fully cooked meatballs. Jones Dairy, one of the great Wisconsin companies for over 7 generations. Love our partnership. We got a bunch of cool videos that'll be coming out on some cooking and some other things with our friends at Jones Dairy.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch, which between Google and flat tires and being routed through Milwaukee.
We haven't even gotten into yesterday's day at Pizza Hut. We haven't even talked about that yet.
Or your butt dial to Steve Wexler.
There's a lot to do here.
That was an interesting deal too.
I don't want to jinx us, so I am not saying that we need to have a conversation about Pat Murphy's job status. And I'm not saying that the 10 o'clock hour can't go any worse than the 9 o'clock hour did. But it starts in 2 minutes. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, I mean, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
Windows, windows, windows. You hear all about everyone's windows and how theirs are the greatest. I'll tell you, our windows are the best as well. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, and I'm right there with you. We've taken the most trusted brand in windows, Pella, and paired them with such an outstanding business that we will deliver results to you at your home. Siding Unlimited has won Pella's prestigious 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award. Siding Unlimited is the company to install your new windows.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle Brust and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch. A fresh start, if you will, begins now. Lots to talk about when it comes to the Green Bay Packers. We will get to it, I vow, much like Xavier McKinney vowed that he will be on the field September 7th against the Detroit Lions for the Packers opener.
Think Josh Jacobs plays tomorrow night?
I talked to Josh Jacobs yesterday. Nice. Josh Jacobs, and I quote when he was asked about the value of playing. I just really feel like I'm hitting my stride. I don't know if I'm too much worried about needing to play. Obviously, I do need to get tackled a couple times to see if I'm ready for it. Look, they're playing one series. They haven't said that, but that's clearly the message, right? And then they're done for the preseason as a whole, I think, on both sides of the ball. And
Is that right?
I think that is what I think.
Wow.
That is my opinion.
Oh, I thought that was a reportage. Wow.
No. I think that's it. And then it's going to be...
Why? What makes you think that?
Because this whole fuzzy math business from LaFleur basically made it sound like you play X number of snaps, and that's all you need. It's like an inoculation. You're immunized, if you will.
If you play 3 snaps, you have a 72% less chance of getting hurt in the first 4 weeks.
Correct. Yeah,
that's what the math says.
Again, as you so astutely pointed out, the people that the analytics nerds, as Jesse would call them, that work for the league have no bias whatsoever of trying to get marquee players to play in the preseason. So the people who have to pay for the dang tickets to go and the people that are watching and advertisers who want you to see the commercial breaks of Packers Jets on TV, they don't want starters playing. No, there's no ulterior motive there. I get it, but again, Matt LaFleur was a little light on details. At one point, he apparently said to Pete Doherty while we were on the air yesterday, "Pete, I'll get you that tomorrow." Well, of course, today is tomorrow. There's no access today. So you might as well say,
like that.
I'll see you the second Tuesday of next week.
But that is, I think you had a little slip up there. If I think you're saying whatever happens tomorrow, if it's 3 snaps, if it's a 7-play drive, that's it. Deuces for everybody. I don't want Josh Jacobs playing at all. Josh Jacobs is where he's at.
I agree.
I do want Jordan. I want the O-line. I'd like to see some of these other backs. I want all the wideouts that are healthy to play. If Jaden Reed ain't healthy, don't play him. But
sure. No
Josh
Wicks.
Jacobs is the one cat that I am like, nah, we're good. We need Josh Jacobs, and it's not that we don't need these other guys, but Josh Jacobs, we know what we're getting. I think he is in a good enough position, especially with the joint practices coming up. I am very surprised if this is going to be it for the entire preseason, because it does feel like we watched Cincinnati last night. I didn't watch it, but I saw the highlights. 15 snaps, 2 drives, Burrow and Chase looking sharp. We're seeing more. Kansas City's going to play their guys. The NFL puts a report out that you're going to be better off if you play guys. Yeah, shocker. If that is it, that will be very surprising to me. And that's why when you said it, my antennaes went way up.
Yeah. Would it be disappointing to you?
I mean, listen, man, I'm not going to be disappointed. I want guys to be healthy when we play Detroit, but you do leave yourself in that position of how much competitiveness and how much actual game do you want these guys to have. This is still a really young football team. We've spent the whole offseason talking about how many guys have a lot to prove.
Sure, yeah.
You prove stuff in the preseason, too. Like Matthew Golden, everybody's saying all the right stuff. I want to see him play in the preseason.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to see
rookie.
Romeo Doubs play in the preseason. I know he's proven himself. He's had a great camp. He's a gush guy, according to you. I want to see it.
Let me ask you this. So the Chargers lost Rashawn Slater. Now, this was in practice, not in a game.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So, and bad stuff can happen, right? Bad stuff can happen crossing Oneida Street. I get it. So you want to see the entirety of the offensive line? Look, she did not do 11 on 11 yesterday, so he ain't playing. The groin injury, he's come back somewhat, but he did not do everything yesterday, so he ain't playing on Saturday. So that means Jordan Morgan, who needs the work and needs to be evaluated, will be the left tackle. Right? I don't have a problem with that. Like, he needs to work, and he needs to, like, last year, he didn't play a lot. When he did, he played guard, so he needs those reps. On the flip side,
what did Google just say?
that was not me. I don't know where that was, but that one was not me.
I thought that was a Googler. Okay.
No.
I don't know what
that sounded more like Windows related of some sort. Maybe Microsoft Teams. But at the same time, I also remember Brian Bulaga, Chad Clifton, Mark Tauscher, David Bakhtiari. If those 4 studs weren't playing, the best quarterback on your roster wasn't playing either, right? In the preseason. Mm-hmm. They were not going to trot out a backup to protect a future Hall of Famer. Jordan Love's at a different spot. Jordan Morgan is a first-round pick, but I don't know. What I watched on Family Night, there were a couple of rushes from Lucas Van Ness, and Will McDonald. Pick swap has been even better than Lucas Van Ness has been through 2 years. I'm a little bit apprehensive about Will McDonald beating the left tackle and putting a shot on the quarterback. Now, you've pointed out you can get the ball out quickly, not have to put yourself in harm's way. I would only push back by saying sometimes quarterbacks, with their instincts, they get into the heat of the moment. They're not thinking, if this isn't there at a 3-step drop, I need to just throw the check down. Their competitiveness takes over, and they extend the play, and they put themselves in peril. So I don't want to see, if I'm Matt LaFleur, if I'm a Packers fan, I don't want to see Jordan Love anything more than one series. That's enough risk for me. It's more risk than I would prefer.
You're talking about for the whole preseason.
Yeah.
I
you got joint practices
I get
before
what
the
you're
other
saying.
two preseason games. You've got the joint practices. Like, ideally, I don't know, maybe we get to a point before we get to 18 games for the regular season and 2 for the preseason where you do if you do 3 joint practices, 1 with each team you play.
Sure.
Maybe. Right? They're not doing 1 with the Jets. Maybe they should be. And then they wouldn't have to do as much in the game. I don't know.
I think what we need to do, if this is indeed the case, and you're probably right, you listen and are up there and paying more attention. I almost wonder then, at some point, we're just going to get to 20 games and be done with the preseason completely, right? I mean,
well, let me ask you this, and then we'll shift gears again after the break. You are the radio analyst for Badger football. You played college football. Why doesn't college football have preseason games? Why does the NFL have preseason games and college doesn't?
There's plenty of, first off, typically, because in the old days, and still for most teams, you bring in a couple cupcakes, you have the frosting, and you get to play guys. Obviously, I think it's Ohio State, Texas right out of the gates. Do I bet both teams wish they played Austin Peay and Middle Tennessee State prior to it? Probably. They probably do.
There
are
Peay.
coaches and I know Luke Fickell has mentioned he thought that there'd be some good ideas with scrimmaging and doing some other things. I think it'd be awesome if, even at Platteville or Whitewater or Eau Claire, if they wanted to go and schedule, you'd probably do a home and away where you'd schedule and have a scrimmage. Not going to happen, more than likely. So I don't know exactly when everything has changed, but it comes back to 2016 for the Green Bay Packers. I think every team has changed their mindset on it. I don't know if it's going to change back. Doesn't feel like it. It is going to be more regular season games, and they're just people are going to be using the regular season those first couple weeks. Green Bay doesn't have that luxury, people. This isn't we're playing an AFC team and, we could do this. I believe that opening game is such a season setter from a tone standpoint where Detroit, they can have all this bravado that they want. That's great. They earned it. They have every right to. But Green Bay can smack them in the mouth and say, you know what? Hopefully they're doing a little Netflix deal. And Matt LaFleur can get up and say, you know what, Dan Campbell's always talking about dragging us out. We're going to drag out and drown these boys. And that tone setting, you don't have that luxury. You got 2 big boy games in 10 days to start your season. And if you get out to a 2-0 start, Katie barred a door. The mindset and the vibe is going to be strong.
Right, I agree. Could go the other way, too, and then it's Katie's in trouble. That would not be what you're looking for. I'll be curious to see, and I know that you've done some wagers at the Hard Rock Casino Rockford. If they start 2-0, how do you think they're and beat the Lions and the Commanders in a 5-day span? How do you think their odds as Super Bowl contenders change? And if the opposite happens, how low do they drop?
It will shift. And if they go 0-2, it'll shift in a big way. It's a big start. Jesse usually goes over to the Hard Rock Sportsbook, takes a good look at it. We have – what did we do, Jesse? We talked 9.5. Is that what we started thinking about? And then, of course, the Jordan Love MVP, which if we start 2-0 and Jordan comes out of the gates, I promise you this – Jesse and I are going to be looking at saying, oh, baby, this is sweet. What we did in May and June. 25-1.
Over
Hard
9.5 wins? Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking what we bet on. Never mind.
No, I was, but you didn't chime in.
You kept
I figured you were still writing down. I figured you were still writing down the names for the trivia for
of course you did. Yeah.
ESPN Fantasy.
Over 9.5 wins. Jordan Love MVP and Packers win the division were the 3 wagers we put down last time we were there.
And do you remember the winning the division? Because That will change exponentially if we beat Detroit right out of the gates.
I don't remember it off the top of my head. I'll bring the tickets in, and we will talk about them next week.
All right, good stuff. The new Hard Rock Casino Rockford features over 175,000 square feet of gaming, entertainment space, 1,300 slots, 50 live table games, that sports book that Jesse and I had a great time at, and a rock shop. They also have great food options at the Hard Rock Cafe, Council Oak Steak and Seafood, bricked Italian kitchen, and I am really excited to try the UU Noodle Bar at some point. Again, only an hour from the Madison area, premier entertainment destination, just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois.
At some point, we do need to get to the Pizza Hut experience, because I've been very curious about that. But we got a lot more football to get through as well. But we will hear about Throwback Thursday.
Let me tease you out. All right. If you are a middle-aged man and a young lady comes up, would you rather have that young lady say that you look sexy or you look hot? Because that happened to someone at the Pizza Hut in Platteville. And we will find out who that was and what their reaction was. We'll do that next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And sponsored by American Family Insurance. If you didn't know already,
his upside is the best pitcher you've ever seen.
It's not just the confidence, it's the command.
A 97-mile-an-hour slider doesn't make sense. What world are we living in where that's a pitch?
Now you do.
And he got him looking with a slider. Jacob Mizorowski, his 8th strikeout of this game.
The Miz is taking over Milwaukee. Stay up to date on all your Brewers talk right here. 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, or ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know it's not just a car, it also drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee baseball was born in the Emerald City, but any ties to the Pacific Northwest were cut loose decades ago. Pella has an interesting history as well, born in Pella, Iowa, but their century-long history of crafting quality windows and doors there continues to this day. Designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance, get long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Order by August 31st and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you bought that TV in the parking lot. It just happened to not come in a box, or include a remote. And when you finally managed to turn it on, all it displayed was the menu of Grumpy's Tacos. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Seems like back to school happens earlier each year.
First day of school coming in hot.
And this year my kids had massive supply lists.
Folders, notebooks, and pens. Oh, the humanity.
But Staples had everything I needed, with some items just 25 cents.
Watch the small print.
No. My back to school budget was saved by Staples Easy Button.
Everything for school, in stock and as low as 25 cents. Staples.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. In St. 23 while supplies last.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments,
Behind the Bucks is Bucks history, like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Looking for localized banking solutions and a strategic partner? Fifth Third Bank has been shaping the future for businesses for 167 years and for the last 15 right here in Milwaukee. We offer industry-specific expertise, local decision-making, and extensive experience to help you navigate the ever-changing business landscape with your business in mind. At Fifth Third, we're big enough to provide sophisticated solutions and expert guidance, yet empowered to make local decisions and build strong community connections. Experience the commercial banking value only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Which this was not what I was expecting.
What did you expect?
I expected, some stuff about the cool 70s or 80s outfits you were wearing and how popular Jesse's dad, not George, but Matt LePay was at the event. And after you were having some apprehension about who may or may not be there, if it was a huge success. I did not have being called hot and sexy, whoever this person is, on my bingo card.
Confidence is very sexy, don't you think?
And it'll be even more shocking if the person was you.
That's not very nice.
Happy
and
9th anniversary.
In fairness, you'd be right. So we had a great day in Platteville. We watched practice and then we finished up and went down to the Pizza Hut in Platteville. It's retro day. There's some specials on different pizzas and wings that people could have. We had a nice crowd in there, and our team at ESPN, the team crushed it. We had everybody set up there. The Pizza Hut team was fantastic. The servers and it was just a great day. The players got there when they were supposed to. They executed a couple of fun videos that will be, I'm not sure when they're going to be out. I'm assuming in the next couple of weeks. So all of it was great. Jesse, who you were supposed to be there again. Jesse showed up a little late. No offense to Jesse yesterday. Fair?
Don't even get me started.
What do you mean? But Jesse had to get late. So Matt and I did a couple of things, and we were dressed in our retro outfits. Matt had a very good-looking shirt where there would be chest hair. He had like a gold chain. He had the wig. I had my go-to 70s and 80s outfit that I used at a gala 2 years ago, so it worked beautifully. So we're sitting there, and everything is done. Our team had done all the content. We did all the stuff. The players headed back to Platteville. It was about 0.5 miles away from the campus. Everything's great. So we're sitting there, and there's still a few people lingering around finishing their pizza. And this young lady, how old do you think this gal was, Jesse, that came over to Matt J. LePay at about 2 o'clock yesterday?
This is the one that you asked her to say how old she thought each of you guys were, so I don't...
Correct.
I'd say 50s, maybe? 50s? Okay. What do you think?
Unprompted. And Matt was great, as he always is. He played along. It was a fun day. But I haven't seen him twinkle. Like, he twinkled like my jacket that's in that picture was twinkling. After this young lady, unprompted, just comes up and asked how old Matt was, and said, he's hot. H-A-W-T. He's hot. And that got me to think, what would you rather be sexy or hot at that point?
H-O-T-T-O-G-O. Matt LePay is hot, you know.
That's what happened yesterday. And
Holy
Jesse, am I
smokes.
crazy to think he was very happy when that young lady came over and said that to him?
I think anybody, if someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, you're pretty good looking," like your initial reaction, I'm happily married, thank you, and whatnot. But
Is that what you usually say, Jesse?
Well, next time it happens, I'll let you know. But if someone says something nice to you, like your initial reaction is to
it was
smile.
awesome.
And I think Pops had a nice little smile when this young lady came up and said that to him. Yeah, I think he also smiled and he looked right at you, knowing, oh God, this is going to be what they talk about tomorrow. But he definitely
did
smiled.
know that.
He smiled.
Yes, he was fully understanding that was going to make the show, and it did. But yeah, just a fun day, and there is I believe a breakout star among. We had 4 Badger players come out to the Pizza Hut in Platteville.
Okay.
I will reckon to say, and I'm not going to spoil anything because I know our team is going to work hard on getting it out, and I don't want to spoil. But there is a breakout star from a comedic and just from a personality standpoint of those 4 young men that came out to the Pizza Hut Platteville yesterday. That I feel very confident in.
And he shares his name with an ESPN personality. How about that?
He does. That's
Lee
true.
Corso?
Matter of fact, as he signs his name, you wouldn't know what his first name is, FYI. You wouldn't, because he just goes as Big.
Dumper?
Big Blank.
Big Blank. You could fill in the rest of it.
Oh, dear.
But.
Okay. All right, so other than Matt LePay being a handsome devil.
Hot.
And the
Hot LePay. He, matter of fact, I think our first broadcast, I hope it's nice and warm out, I think I will refer to him as Hot LePay for most of the day.
Hot Dad.
He's so bad that this happened, isn't he?
No.
Like down deep inside.
I don't think so.
He's so mad it happened in front of you.
Maybe.
I think he could be both flattered and irritated that it happened all at the same time, knowing what was going to come from it.
You know the best part of this, though, Jason? Well, there was trying to coordinate and book players during training camp. There's a lot of moving parts. So we had to have a plan B just in case the players, something comes up and maybe they couldn't make it over to the Pizza Hut in Platteville. So our plan B was to utilize the talents of Jesse J. Nelson. And the funniest part of this is we're sitting in the Everlight Solar Studio, kind of chopping it up. It's Laney, it's me, it's Chad, it's our team. That was
everyone
kind of
who helped out with the flat tire today. Yeah.
And Jesse is trying to act like it's some huge inconvenience to him that he was going to be on air. And it got to the point where we're spitballing some different ideas. Is there ever a time that you think Jesse doesn't want to be on camera? Like
no.
Ever?
No.
Okay. He's acted all week like he is doing some just work of God that he might have to go on air. And then he shows up late yesterday. We have everything filmed, and I can tell old boy is incredibly disappointed there ain't no airtime for Jelly on our Pizza Hut spots because he showed up late. That's how this all shook out.
I don't know if that's entirely an accurate representation of...
You tell me where I'm wrong, Jesse.
I had to hustle up and grab some stuff you assigned me to try and find here in the studio after our show wrapped up yesterday. Jut down to Platteville, which is, it's not the longest hike, but it's over an hour from the studio to get there. Yeah, the cell reception,
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
And I get there with all my stuff, and we're pretty much done. Everybody's wrapping up. So it's like I made all these extra efforts to accommodate going to this little
we
pizza
said we
party.
Appreciated it.
And I got
we
there.
We appreciated it.
And basically, it was, not to discount that it was really fun sitting around having lunch with you and my fake dad and, experiencing him being called hot by a young patron at Pizza Hut in Platteville. But basically, I just...
Young patron?
Yeah.
Ish.
But... Basically, I drove an hour and 15 minutes just to share a pepperoni pizza with you and then head back. Like, I could have just ordered.
Wings.
I could have just got a pizza at the Pizza Hut in Sun Prairie and taken it home, and it would have been a much shorter drive, and maybe I wouldn't have had a flat tire this morning.
Ooh,
and
good
Jesse,
point.
you also got to take pictures with some of our great fans. Was it Jane?
Darcy in Fitchburg was there. Darcy came up and said she listened.
Did she
to
tell
every
you
day.
you were hot and sexy?
She did not. No.
JJ from Dodgeville popped over,
JJ
took a
stopped
picture with
in.
you.
Yeah, there were a lot of great fans from the west side.
Let's not act like this is just you ordering a pizza sitting on your couch in Sun Prairie. This was not that. Come on.
I had fun, but I was not irritated that I wasn't part of the video. It just was, I put a lot of hustle and effort over the last 48 hours trying to take care of you and our friends at Pizza Hut. I showed up, and I got to have a stuffed crust slice and a couple of wings with you and LePay, and then I didn't do anything else, is all.
And you only paid like 95 cents.
2.5 hours of driving, and I got something I could have got 5 minutes from
you
home.
You had 3 slices, including the last piece. So don't act like you just had 1 slice. Like, come on. Come on.
It was good.
It was fantastic.
It was really
But all in all, again,
it was good.
Fantastic day. I'm going to be very curious how the videos all turn out because we let the boys just kind of do their thing. We gave them I gave them a concept, and then they had creative control, and Pablo and the team captured it. So we'll be excited to check out what that looks like. Again, great day. Thanks again to our friends and partners down at Pizza Hut.
Football season is right around the corner, and that means
let's do more in that. You can't go to that well every time.
You said you liked it. I was trying to give you what you want.
Like when I'm ranting and raving about something, not when it's like a good finish.
We're celebrating a great thing yesterday.
When it's ranting and raving and you want to move on, that's beautiful.
Fair. Okay. No, first of all, it's not that I wanted to move on from the subject matter. That was great subject matter. It's 10:46, and that was the second segment of the 10 o'clock hour.
No, this is I thought this was our third segment. That's on me then. Okay.
And Jesse only has 4.5 minutes to take 3 calls for our next
great
fantasy entrance.
Oh, God.
Well, because we went 3 earlier, we can't go 2 now and then do 1 later.
It's 3. Let's do 3, 6, and 9 for the pizza slices Jesse ate yesterday.
Now can I do it?
Yeah.
On Wednesday, August 20th, the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football Draft returns and takes over Potawatomi Sportsbook for an exclusive draft night event. Call now. Callers 3, 6, 9. 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Callers 3, 6, and 9, 844-770-3776 for your chance to join us for the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy League and go head-to-head with other fans and with the team that Jesse drafts to have fun all season long in pursuit of a championship. Free food, great prizes, full VIP experience, all your favorite ESPN Wisconsin hosts, all for fans 21 and up. Again, 3, 6, and 9. 3 callers, 3, 6, 9, 844-770-3776. Again, the draft exclusively in person on Wednesday, August 20th, and all lucky winners have 48 hours to claim their spot at this exclusive event. Callers 3, 6, and 9 will win. Next, it's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
JTV Jewelry Television knows you love to sparkle, so now's your time to shine like the star you are. Enter JTV's Shine Like a Star sweepstakes for your chance to win $5,000 in dazzling jewelry from top brands, including Rachel Zoe Jewelry and Judith Ripka Jewelry. Plus, just for entering, get $30 off your next qualifying JTV purchase of $99 or more when you opt in for emails. Enter now at jtv.com/likeastar. And remember, if you love jewelry, you'll love JTV.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
An unsuspecting driver at a gas station in Wisconsin.
Welcome, Pump 15. How you doing?
Great.
Were you wearing your seatbelt today?
I never wear my seatbelt.
We're going to get him. We're going to get him real good.
Oh, my goodness.
Hello, sir. How you doing? Donald Driver. It takes 1 second to strap a seatbelt on. Well, let's do this. Let's do it together. Now, don't that feel better?
Donald Driver can't always be there to remind you.
Click it or ticket.
And let's reduce fatalities on Wisconsin roadways.
And I should have recognized your voice when you were harassing.
I'm watching you.
Sponsored by Wisconsin DOT.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off the first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Hey, golf enthusiasts! Discover a hidden lakeside course in beautiful Delavan, Wisconsin at Majestic Oaks. Tee off on a course with over 2 miles of lakefront where wide fairways and challenging greens await. It's an 18-hole golfing experience like no other. Join them for the best family golf nights in the state where everyone can enjoy the game together. Golf, cart, drinks, and snacks for under $15 a person and several membership options for you to find the perfect fit for your lifestyle. Ready to play? Book your tee time today at lakelawnresort.com. Majestic Oaks Golf Course, where your best game awaits.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango. Bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Wilde and Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
We'll play trivia next. We are done taking contestants for the Fantasy League
God.
for today.
Jesse's had a tough day. I don't want to put anything else on the big fella.
I mean, in fairness, he has had kind of a tough day.
No, I know. I wasn't joking.
If you had a flat tire on your way into the Everlight Solar Studio, we wouldn't hear the end of it for 3 hours. We know exactly.
I'm not
cousin sub of the day.
I'm
not arguing that, but I am not going to cry about having to write down a third name and an address. That I also know.
No one cried about it. It was just a little more inconvenient, but I'm used to that around here.
Kind of whiny dog.
All right, briefly.
Yeah.
Briefly, so we can get to trivia. You have been, for a time anyway, you were very adamant about Rashawn Gary being elite. Is that not correct? Am I misrepresenting your position?
It is, and you know what? A lot of it stemmed from, go back and watch that San Francisco 49ers 13-10 debacle of a game and watch what Rashawn Gary did to the San Francisco 49ers in a playoff game. Go ahead and watch that. And if you tell me that wasn't an elite performance, I'll tell you you're nuts. Okay? Yeah, so to answer your question pointedly, yes.
I will go back and watch that game right after I get done watching Raiders Cardinals to get a better feel for Nate Hobbs.
You are so predictable. Continue.
So I talked to Rashawn, and Rashawn does not lack for confidence or belief in himself. And at one point when we were talking with him, he said, and I quote, "I've been making plays, I've been dominant. But of course, you know me, I'm never satisfied." And then he said the 6 words that I wanted to hear from him, frankly. My play has to pick up. He was very detailed about how he needs to be better against play action, diagnosing that when it happens. He's got to be better on early downs when the opponent passes. He had one of the worst pressure rates among pass rushes on first downs in the league. Domovsky had the stat from ESPN Research. He finished last season 45th in the NFL in pressures and 60th in pressure percentage. Now, if he views himself as having been dominant at times, I'm not here to quibble with that. But I could not agree more with the fact that he needs to pick his play up. My question is, in year 7, without a double-digit sack season, and now 3 years removed from the ACL tear, I think that was November of 22 that happened. What should we expect from Rashawn Gary in 2025 in his second year in the system with Jeff Hafley?
I would think you'd see more consistency from a pressure standpoint. I think that is an interesting point because I think most folks would say he's pretty good against the run. He's nothing against Preston or Zadarius Smith, especially Zadarius. Mm-hmm. Zadarius was not good against the run.
He was not interested in it.
No. Rashawn Gary plays all of it, and I think part of the reason maybe he does struggle on early downs is because he is the great pass rushers. They'll stop the run, but they're much more interested in getting to the quarterback. And depending on how Hafley looks at it, I don't know if you just let him eat. I don't know what that right formula is. Picking up on cues and understanding it would be better. But for Rashawn Gary, I think this needs to be one of those years where he's in the backfield more and he is being more disruptive on a consistent basis than what he's been. And that includes first and second down. It can't just be, let's get to third down. You got to earn the right to get to third down. That's what you'll hear coaches talk about. And that's when you get to go hunt, you get to go eat. I would say if Rashawn Gary can get to 10 sacks this year with his pressure rate being in that 20s, not in the 60s, I would look at that and say that was a really good year for Rashawn because I do believe this is going to be more of a collective effort. And I think Lucas Van Ness needs to ramp up where he is. He has not been. I don't think anybody is going to ever say he's been dominant throughout his first 2 years, where Rashawn Gary had a stretch of dominant play. Lucas has not. And hopefully with Kenny Clark being healthy, all of those things work together in order to allow you to have access off the edge where you're not getting doubled. And I don't think Rashawn, and somebody will have the stats. I don't think Rashawn Gary is not somebody that I think teams are looking at saying, all right, we got to keep a tight end in, we're going to chip. There's times that's the case, but I think teams have looked at it and said, he is strong, but if we have a good offensive tackle, we feel good about letting him go one-on-one with Rashawn. That is the part that I think needs to change.
All right, we need to play trivia, but great points by Tausch there. Jesse, what's today's category and which caller would you like?
Today's Wilde and Tausch trivia category in celebration of our 9th anniversary. It is the Wilde and Tausch-iversary. Questions about our show over the history of its run of 9 years, going on the big 1-0 next year.
Wow.
Well, I guess we got to take caller 9 then, right?
That would seem appropriate, yes.
Caller 9, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller 9 plays trivia right now. After Tausch tells us, have you recovered from Bucky assaulting you? Is he still the cute rascal on your card?
No
or have
assault. That wasn't assault.
Oh, I don't know, Jim.
The knob of his nose hammered against the back of my head. Bucky and I are in a good place, and so are you if you're with UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years, they're going to help you reach your financial goals. And the beautiful part is you can go around and look. UW Credit Union is out in the community all over the place. Keep your banking local. Great member first service, and they have awesome perks like early payday. And, of course, they have all the myriad. If you're mad at Bucky and you want to get something from the terrace or you want something else, but I ain't mad at Bucky no more. Bucky's on my card. And if you love Wisconsin like I do, just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes you do crazy things. This makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member today. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions do apply.
Trivia's next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 12th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in August 12th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Wow, a bomb by Yelich.
Join the crew for an electric matchup when the Brewers host the Mets August 8th through the 10th. The weekend starts with a celebration at Cerveceros Night on Friday the 8th, featuring makers markets, music, and more. Then don't miss an all-new Christian Yelich bobblehead giveaway on Saturday the 9th, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Close out the series with Sunday Matinee Baseball and a limited edition Jacob Mizorowski t-shirt giveaway. Grab your tickets at Brewers.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Gruber Law Offices. One call,
that's all.
They treated me like family.
They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
Hey, Jen Latta here, and as a client of the We Sell Group, I can tell you firsthand, Rob and Nick make the home buying and selling process easier. Right now, school's out, and that means it's the perfect time to list your home. The market is challenging and inventory is tight, but you don't have to face it alone. Rob and Nick are pros. They take the stress off your plate so you can focus on your family, your summer, and just breathe. Contact Rob and Nick to see what your home might be worth in this market. Connect today at wesell.kw.com. That's wesell.kw.com.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
I had nightmares at my birth mom's house. It was really scary living there. There were always drugs in the house. The police came, and that's when I was placed into foster care.
Right now in the U.S., more than 100,000 children, like Ariana, are waiting for a family.
Once I was adopted, I definitely felt safe.
Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find permanent homes for children in foster care. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
We leave. All right, let's play some trivia. Sources close to the program tell me that Becca is now working to change the tire on Jesse's vehicle.
She is on scene.
Also, the Rick from North and South is in the area if we would like him to go over there and get some video.
Appreciate that. If you'd like to give Becca lunch, that would probably be better.
She's going to earn it, yeah. Exactly. All right, let's play trivia. Let's welcome our contestants. It is Sam in Kenosha. Sam, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
The category is our Wilde and Tausch-iversary. Tausch, are you participating in any of this, or you want me to run the show?
Yeah, I got the second. Oh, I got the second question.
Coolio.
Just as
all right.
it's written.
Question numero uno, then, for you, Sam.
Coolio, he said.
Is this? It's more of an early 2000s reference. Considered by many to be the greatest prediction in the history of ESPN Wisconsin. I agree with that assessment, by the way. Tausch's headline, Kissin' Cousins correctly predicted a tie in 2018 between which two opponents? Was it the Green Bay Packers and Minnesota Vikings, the National League and the American League in the MLB All-Star Game, or Auburn and Alabama?
It was the Packers and the Vikings.
Have you been along for the ride long enough to know that off the top of your head?
Yes. I was going to ask if I could get an extra entry without getting the answers.
There's somebody who does know how we operate and has been with us for a long time. Nicely
and
done,
around for the last 8.5 years, ESPN WisconsinContest.com, where you can find the official rules for entries.
Which redirects from entries.com, I believe was the website that Tausch invented. Yes.
That was one, yes, indeed. All right, Sam, which of these was not one of the Matts Jason so eloquently referenced when famously struggled and nervously asked Matt LaFleur a question in his first appearance on the show after taking over as the Green Bay Packers head coach? Is it Matt Patricia, Matt Nagy, or Matt Stafford?
Matt Stafford.
That is correct.
Yes, there was a time when there were 3 Matts that were all head coaches in the NFC North. And now Matt LaFleur is the longest tenured head coach in the division and one of the longest tenured coaches in the league. Which is pretty wild.
I did look. I could not find the audio of the question asked of Matt LaFleur.
I had that burned.
Yeah, it must not have survived the studio conversion here to our new location. I think that's where we lost it.
I think Matt Foley had that one. I think Matt Foley was
Matt Damon. Matt Hamilton. All right, Sam, question 3. A recurring segment throughout the 2019 college football season. Which former Badgers player joined the show weekly to share his insights on Wisconsin football? I think it was on Tuesdays. Was it not on Tuesdays?
It was on Tuesdays, yes.
Was it Ron Dane, Monte Ball, or John Stocco?
Stocco Tuesdays.
Sam's good. Did Jesse write that question just because you wanted to play this music? I think emphatically yes.
All right, I'm going to be honest here. So, Sam, I don't want to say that I doubted you, but that was kind of a short-lived deal that we tried, and I was really hoping that Jesse had the audio, and it wasn't going to be as good if you didn't get the question right. So I did ask if it was on Tuesdays for a reason, and you nailed it.
Yeah, that might have helped.
Oh, Stocco Tuesdays is correct with John.
If only Jesse would have blown his tire out on a Tuesday, Stocco maybe could have been able to help get that tire changed.
Oh, Sam, you went 3 for 3. That means you got 4 entries into the drawing, which we're going to do here shortly. God, the music was the best part of that segment. Sam, we appreciate your long time loyalty to the show, buddy. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Love you guys.
All right, love you guys.
Sam.
When I go...
I'm actually convinced Jesse wanted obviously Stocco had a nice career at Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it wasn't for that music, I don't think he ever even broaches Stocco with the opportunity to come on the show. I was convinced of it then, and I'm more convinced of it now.
He hosted ESPN
great.
Wisconsin College Game Day with me every week.
I understand, but I think it all stemmed. I think it all stemmed from. I think it stemmed from you loving that song. Is what I think it all stemmed.
Well, there's a lot to love about that song.
It's a good tune.
I was at a quick trip last night. We got smoothie. Yeah. We were gonna get smoothies. The smoothie machine was out of order. We got a coupon from the manager for a free smoothie the next time we're in, so we got for reals instead. It was that Tuesday, but I also got my favorites, the mini Stoccos that they have in the heated hot spot area.
Oh, you got everything. Quick Trip has everything you can, and a great little fun contest to put a little cash in your pocket. Are you ready to climb to the top this summer? Gear up for Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Every sip gets you closer to the summit now through August 17th. Play every day for free in the Quick Rewards app, and you can score bonus plays with every eligible item that you grab. Ice Cold Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Gatorade, got it all. Each week, the cash prize climbs by $5,000, stacking higher until somebody wins that ultimate prize of $250,000 in straight cash money. Open your Quick Rewards app and start climbing. Get on it now. No purchase is necessary. And while you're in store, the bananas and the jumbo onions and the baking potatoes, 29 cents a pound, plus assorted chips and popcorn, 2 for $4. From fuel to free air to clean restrooms, Quick Trip will have you covered. Download that rewards app, play the Mountain Dew Quick Climb, and Quick Trip. We'll see ya next time.
The 11 o'clock hour.
This is exactly how LePay was acting after somebody called him hot. This is how happy Jesse. This is the same. This is very equivalent. Look at how happy Jesse is. That's how Matt was yesterday.
11 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Milwaukee baseball was born in the Emerald City, but any ties to the Pacific Northwest were cut loose decades ago. Pella has an interesting history as well. Born in Pella, Iowa, but their century-long history of crafting quality windows and doors there continues to this day. Designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance, get long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Order by August 31st and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber Group, we believe in the human side of real estate. For us, it's faith, family, and friends in that order. We live that every single day. I'm Tony Wendorf. We move fast, negotiate with confidence, and communicate clearly so our clients win. We operate from a place of gratitude, having donated nearly $200,000 back to our community since 2020. You deserve a team that delivers a luxury experience no matter the price point. Contact us today to get started. Tony Wendorf & Associates, trusted knowledge, superior service. Contact us at WendorfTeam.firstweber.com.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns, it's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
I'm not giving up, no, not yet. Even when I'm down on my last breath. Even when they say there's nothing left. So don't give up on. I'm not giving up, no, not me. Even when nobody else believes.
Clock hour of Wilde and Tausch. I have not stopped smiling since we started playing Stocko Tuesday. What is the original where is that from?
Honestly, 6 years ago, I do not remember.
But is it a real song that we altered?
Yes. So that song exists. And all I did was...
Because it's not... Let's be honest, you're not searching Stocko Tuesday on Spotify.
Yes, correct.
That's getting called up.
That was not a custom request that we put in from, I think that's Lil Jon who does it. So Taco Tuesday was a song at one point, popularized by LeBron James, if I remember correctly, back in the day.
Okay.
And So we rolled with that. We added a little in front of it every time we wanted to say Taco Tuesday. It played quite well, I thought.
It did indeed.
Yeah.
Hopefully, our green and gold game preview plays as well now.
Let's take a closer look at this week's matchup. This is the green and gold game preview.
Good to hear that again, didn't it? Even though it's preseason football, the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets, Saturday night under the lights at Lambeau Field, our first glimpse at what some real football looks like for the 2025 season. We have our customary questions for the Green and Gold game preview each and every week. We're going to do it a little differently in the preseason. Here is question number 1 for you guys. Tausch, what's the most compelling storyline leading into this first preseason game for the Packers and Jets?
How much are the starters going to play? That's the, I think for me, that's the, and Jordan Love is at the top of that list. But that's the first part of what I think now everybody is wondering when preseason football kicks off. We saw a couple of games last night. We saw different approaches by different teams. I think I was anticipating maybe Jordan Love playing a little bit more than he did last season. It sounds as if Jason J. Wilde is predicting a little bit less than what they did. And if that is indeed the case, is that going to get us off to a slow start in a game that is a season that we cannot get off to a slow start?
He played 3 snaps last year. If the drive takes longer than 3
I thought it was
snaps.
8. I thought you said 8.5.
No, the defense played 8. The offense played 3. Yep.
So that's the storyline for me. How many snaps will they get tomorrow night? And is that going to be the end of their time on the field in the preseason?
What is the key to the game that we ban from usage? Turnovers?
Turnover.
Winning the turnover battle.
Yeah, I'm assuming that we would have a similar ban on preseason on this, but it's all about not having guys get hurt. I'm sorry. I'm not going to change my position on that. And it's not going to stop making me concerned about potential injuries in games that don't count. I am scarred, like Ted Thompson was before me, by that experience in Pittsburgh. I will never forget it. My flight was canceled the day before the game, so I flew in day of. I'm in a cab, worrying about getting there for kickoff. Got there as they were singing, "Oh, say can." That's when I walked into the press box. I, of course, stopped once I got inside the doorway. And then I believe it was on the first offensive series that Jordy Nelson blew out his ACL. And that was a team that had been, should have been in the Super Bowl the previous year. And oddly enough, they started the year 6-0 without Jordy and then crashed and burned in a huge way and went 4-6 down the stretch, limped into the playoffs, and were done so. I don't know if they're a Super Bowl team if Jordy Nelson doesn't get hurt. But I sure would have liked to. What's the line you used from the American president? I would have liked that campaign. I would have liked that season. I would have liked to have seen what it looks like with a healthy Jordy Nelson, because he was the best wide receiver in football right then. So that's number 1 for me. Next.
It's the most compelling storyline is hoping no one gets injured?
It is. Yeah. I mean, look, I love Bo Melton. And I love the Omar Brown. Let's see if he can add to his interceptions. But yes, because, here's the thing. If somebody of significance gets hurt, what's going to be the most compelling storyline on this show on Monday? What the hell are they going to do without Kenny Clark or whoever it would be?
Oh, I wouldn't put names behind that.
Yeah, I regret that.
Risky.
I shouldn't have said that.
Redo.
Pull that back.
Edit that out for the podcast.
I won't. Question number 2. Who is
Play more Taco Tuesday and over it.
Who is the most important player you'll be watching most intently on Saturday night, Tausch?
Yeah, it's Jordan Morgan. Jason mentioned earlier in the show that Sheed probably is not playing. Jordan Morgan got some good reps last week in family night, and it sounds like it was at best up and down. So he's going to get opportunities to play. Whether the Jets, I am guessing with their new coach, they're going to come out firing. They're going to play their starters. They're going to play their guys. and you're going to get to go against a really good defense. Remember, the Jets' defense has a lot of talent on it. And I didn't even remember the pick swap in the house Saturday. So, good player. And if he lines up, you're going to get a good look at Jordan Morgan and how he can hold up. I don't think it's going to matter if he plays great. Does that then give him maybe that opens that window back up? Because I think it was getting pretty tight as far as Sheed taking that left tackle spot. I still believe that is who will be playing against Detroit. But I'll be intrigued to watch how well Jordan Morgan, or not well, he plays tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know how tight it got because, again, the Thursday where Jordan Morgan took the left tackle snaps for both of the 2-minute drives late in practice, it turned out it was because Sheed had dropped out of practice. So I don't know if he had closed the gap or that was just circumstantial, and we haven't gotten a chance to talk to Steno since that happened. So I can't speak intelligently as to why that was what it was. Mine's Matthew Golden. Am I curious about Bo Melton? Of course I am. Am I curious about Jordan Morgan? Absolutely I am. But for me, Matthew Golden's playing his first NFL game. And it's another milepost on his journey toward being a major contributor, is to see what he's able to do in his first NFL game, albeit an exhibition. So
how much
he's my
is he going to play?
Yeah, I think he's going to play. I think he's going to play more than the other guys that would be starters. Okay. Next.
Okay. Last up in our green and gold game preview. Oh, look at this. Besides avoiding injury, Saturday's first preseason game will be considered a success if blank. Tausch, fill in the blank.
You know what I kind of want to see happen here? And I don't think it will. I want to see Malik Willis play so well. Indianapolis, their guy gets hurt. Their other guy not very good. I would love for the rumblings to start of what teams are going to come and approach the Green Bay Packers about poaching Malik Willis for a high pick. I don't think Green Bay should do it.
How
but
high?
I want to... What?
How high? How high of a pick?
No, you're asking me what I want to see happen.
No,
I don't know.
You said which teams are going to approach the Packers for a high pick, and I'm asking you, what would it take for GM Tausch, if he does what you say you would like to see him do, which is play so well that there's going to be interest? What round of a draft pick would it take for you to give up that security blanket who went 3-0 in the games he played extensively?
Third round pick.
Okay, I would trade him too. I'm with you. Okay.
If Indianapolis calls at the end of August and says, and let's say, I don't know, somebody else emerges, you're not going to feel great if you don't have Malik Willis.
I would agree.
Is it worth a third round pick for a couple of wins? Man, last year we needed him. We don't make. You talk about sneaking in the playoffs as a 7 seed. If we got Sean Clifford last year, does that team make the playoffs? I don't think so. Another great move by Goot, bringing in Malik Willis. But if Indy calls, because he is going to probably be gone if he has the preseason we expect, he ain't going to get a compensatory pick to being that high. So, third round pick, I think I'm going to let him go. I do. Especially if it's the Colts, because they're going to stink.
Yeah, I guess now you did such a great job of arguing that point that now I'm stopping and rethinking mine. By the way, Anthony Richardson dislocated his right pinky finger, but he's fine. He could practice as soon as Saturday, per Adam Schefter.
You got to be able to pick up that blitz. That's like scat protection 101 right there. So that's another story.
If they miss the playoffs without Malik Willis, which is exactly 100% true, then maybe a third round pick's not enough for me. Because that really was look at how we'd be looking at this team right now had he not come in and played well enough for them to win. All they needed all those wins. They needed them all. And he got them all. So, really good point. It will also be a success, not just if the offensive starters come out healthy, but also if they put up a touchdown on their opening drive, because they were not very good on family night, and they have not been great in the last week and a half. They had a good day yesterday from those who actually attended practice as opposed to me, but they have been very up and down, and I'm not sure that they're super thrilled with where they're at offensively, which leads me to also wonder if they go 3 and out instead of the third play being the 65-yard touchdown to Dontavion Wicks.
Bring it around, yep.
They're going to come back.
One.
I think they're going to play another series.
I've seen that play before. I can tell you, I've seen that play before. And then you know what? When you go 3 and out again, you know what happens?
You're out there again.
Anger. Get your blanket. Then you start going against the threes, and you go 3 and out, and then they start wondering maybe they're going to have to get a couple first downs, or they're going to play more for sure.
You would much rather have a touchdown and then sit back on the bench and have yourself a Tito's if you're Jordan Love.
Tito's. I love Tito's with, you know what, I've told you I love it with that grape juice.
Yeah.
Jesse, what is that called again on a golf course?
The transfusion.
You get them all the time?
The transfusion.
A transfusion. Absolutely. I love it with Gatorade. You can have it. The great thing is it's going to be a nice hot summer weekend. Get yourself a little lemonade, a little iced tea. It doesn't matter. It's always great with Tito's. And you can do it when you're flipping burgers. You can do it wherever you're at this weekend. And you know what else we love about Tito's besides their great taste and the fact it goes great with everything? The fact that they're out in the community in a big way, partnering with nonprofits all across the country. And, you know, they love helping out our four-legged friends. So next time you're raising a glass, make sure it's Tito's handmade vodka, distilled and bottled by Fifth Generation out in Austin, Texas. 40% by volume. Savor Tito's responsibly.
More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
Wilde and Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 12th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in August 12th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee or check your local listings to watch the game.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Hi, it's John Reitz from Great Midwest Bank. Looking to simplify your everyday banking? Our checking and savings accounts offer the tools you need, plus the friendly, Simply Local service you deserve. Enjoy competitive rates, 24/7 online and mobile banking, and real people ready to help right here in your community. Whether your checking balance is at midnight or stopping by one of our branches at noon, Great Midwest Bank has you covered with a variety of new and improved account options designed for your unique needs. Great Midwest Bank, Simply Local and member FDIC.
Hey Milwaukee baseball fans, it's Saz. Hoping you'll make Saz's State House your MVP pregame spot. Skip the parking hassle, grab a rack of award-winning ribs, one of our festival famous apps, or a sizzling smash burger. Then hop on our free shuttle to the ballpark. It's the ultimate game day upgrade. Rally with your crew and ride with us. It's Milwaukee's favorite way to play ball. Saz's State House on 5050 State, a Milwaukee tradition since 1976. Free shuttle service for all home games. The finest.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, Dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Escape to Lake Lawn Resort in Delavan, Wisconsin, where everything is better at the lake. Dive into endless outdoor activities, including boating, fishing, and paddleboarding on the serene Delavan Lake. Tee off at the lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course, or unwind in the award-winning Calidora Spa. Enjoy gourmet meals at 1878 on the lake, casual bites at the Lookout Bar and Eatery, and sweet treats at the Isle of Capri Cafe. Explore Delavan Lake's stunning shores and historic landmarks from the comfort of their 76-foot cruise boat, the Lake Lawn Queen. Book your stay today at LakeLawnResort.com.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves. Are you talking about the One collection? Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart. The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment. The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's. To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
We're going to do our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week, as we do all season long with Steinhoffels. But I do want to take a quick moment before you play the music, Jesse. Who are we banning from eligibility this year?
My verdict would be, or I'll open the bidding at preseason everybody's fair game.
Yeah, sure. I'm totally agree. Mm-hmm.
So rules don't really apply in the preseason.
No, you can pick Jordan Love if you want.
As we get to the regular season, Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, Xavier McKinney feel like slam dunk ineligibles.
Okay. I agree with you.
And then I don't depending on what the receiver or the tight end stuff looks like we might get Tucker Kraft to that point.
Kraft. Nope.
Yeah. You're already banning him.
But not Matthew Golden, even though high expectations, first-round pick, doesn't exactly fit the sleeper suit.
Not yet.
I think all of the wideouts are available early. If Romeo Doubs becomes the one, but in a big way, or if Golden. Okay.
We'll know after a couple of weeks what the receiver status looks like.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Time now for our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week.
Don't sleep, you gotta stay up.
Hey there, sleepyhead. Wakey, wakey.
Okay, campers, rise and shine.
It's time for the Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week on Wilde and Tausch.
It is time for our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week, and this has been going, now entering its 10th season. We started this right from the jump when we began. Tausch, who you got?
I just want to make sure I don't Wilde this. I haven't been
that is the toughest thing in the preseason. Yes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Now, wait, I had a guy who didn't play, but I also had a guy who was released before the game.
You had a guy that got cut. Yeah, that was a tough one for you.
Not great.
Savion Williams is going to be good to go health-wise. He's playing?
I don't know, Jim.
That's what I'm nervous about.
Yeah, he's been kind of in and out of the lineup.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Do it. Come on.
right.
Let's see. Come on. Let's see. Come on. Do it. Do
no,
it.
I don't want to. I don't want to Wilde it. I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to. I'm going to go Matthew Golden. I think they're going to do things to get him the football. Well, what? I want to pick a wideout or a running back. That's how these games. That's how you win in Steinhoffel's sleepers. You got to have somebody pop. I think Matthew Golden. First game at Lambeau. Going to be, I think, a concerted effort to have him look the part. I think you're going to see all that you've been hearing about. They want to showcase it a little bit. I think old MG, 22, going to be the guy. He is my Steinhoffels sleeper of the week.
So on brand. And since you brought him up, I was actually thinking about him even beforehand. I will put myself out there on that creaky branch. We talked to Xavier a little bit yesterday. He had shoulder surgery for a torn labrum, which he played through all of his final season at TCU. So that's why he was wearing the red no-contact jersey throughout OTAs and minicamp, not doing a whole lot. Didn't feel good about his shoulder till the start of July. Has been in and out then because of a concussion he suffered before they even put the pads on. He is definitely a sleeper and fits the suits, and I am going to take him as my Steinhoffel sleeper of the week.
Just for the record, because we ask a lot of our 565 analytics crew, we don't need winners and losers in the preseason. You get, if you want to go through your process and do that, but you don't need to have because they got heavily criticized last year. Mainly by Jesse, but by you too.
No, they were criticized by you when they wouldn't pick
I criticized them
you
once.
bullied them
You're
early.
a revisionist historian.
You bullied them early, and then they were afraid the rest of the year.
It's exactly what happened, Jesse.
If I may, the analytics crew, you are not mandated to. Now, once Detroit comes around, you're back on, if you're so willing to accept that challenge. Preseason, we do not need you to give us a verdict on winning and losing. We will do that ourselves if we decide to do that. So just to make sure the guys know.
Noted.
Jesse, it's your turn.
All right.
What would Bo Melton have to do to win a sleeper of the week?
Pick 6.
No.
Pick 6.
I think if he just has a pick.
That pick is good.
I don't think
By
he's
the
going
way,
to do that. Okay.
the good people in the ESPN Madison YouTube comments, which include several staffers at 565 Analytics, predicted I would take Bo Melton.
Shouldn't they be working?
For their non-existent salary.
Tausch claimed it was back to work a few weeks ago.
Not only that, he just told them that they didn't have to do the job because he's afraid that he won't win.
No. I want him fresh. This isn't. They don't need
Wait,
reps.
you want to play your starters
good.
in the preseason, but you don't want to play your 565 Analytics starters?
I want them rested. Yes. The
Bubble
long
wrap
season
them,
coming
baby.
up. Yep.
All right, Jesse, who you got?
So, yeah, I'm debating here. There's always a couple of positions, a couple of players when we get into the first preseason game that people overreact to after the first game. I'm going to go with Taylor Elgersma, the fourth quarterback, because I think he's going to do something in the fourth quarter against a bunch of guys who probably won't be in the league, and we're going to come in and he looked pretty good. And not going to go anywhere, but Taylor Elgersma, the quarterback, is going to be my pick for Steinhoffel Sleeper of the Week this weekend.
It's a very sleepy sleeper. Well done, Jesse. All right, we need to get to Whoa Nelly coming up, and Jesse has to pick this week's trivia winner for the ESPN Wisconsin prize pack, but not before I tell you about the Steinhoffel's Labor Day sale. What? Get an early start with the Labor Day sale right now. Save 10% off store-wide, or take advantage of 36-month 0% financing. Plus, get $65 off every $650 you spend. What is this, for Tausch's jersey number? On bedroom sets, dining, sofas, and more. And if you need a new mattress, there's never been a better time. Save up to $900 on the Beautyrest Black adjustable base set and ask about the 60-month 0% financing. Steinhoffel's is Wisconsin's furniture and mattress leader, so shop in store or online at steinhoffels.com. Whoa Nelly is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
Siding Unlimited is your local family-owned and operated resource for remodeling your home. We specialize in replacing windows, siding, roofing, doors, and decks. I say specialize because that is who we send to your home. Our team is built around the experts in all fields. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited. Looking for new windows, siding, roofing, and doors? Visit the 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Window Contractor of the Year winner at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Waukesha.
Time is running out to see all the amazing live music going on inside the Bud Pavilion at the Wisconsin State Fair. 3 of the most popular local cover bands will perform starting at 11 a.m. Grab delicious State Fair food, a cold drink, and stop in for live music through Sunday inside the Bud Pavilion.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's, flavor is our family's business.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off the first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns, it's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks? Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Before Whoa Nelly, Jesse needs to draw this week's winner for trivia.
Sorry, getting our big special anniversary graphic off our video stream. Happy 9th
It's a good graphic. Good job, Jesse.
I like that one. All right, a lot of entries in here this week. Got a couple of first-time contestants. Back to an ESPN Wisconsin prize pack. And congratulations to Eric in Madison. Yesterday's contestant, Eric in Madison. That's fitting because he answered questions all about the history of Pizza Hut in a week where we had our big Pizza Hut extravaganza down in Platteville. Eric is our winner this week.
How many entries did he have?
He had 3 from yesterday. 3.
Okay, there you have it. We don't have time for 3 topics in Whoa Nelly.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa Nelly
on Wilde and Tausch.
The Milwaukee Brewers host the New York Mets this weekend. Brewers are hot. Mets are struggling.
Not.
8 of their last 9. Also, Mets and Jets coming to Wisconsin this weekend. That's kind of fun. Anyway, they are selling pocket pancakes at American Family Field on Sundays for the rest of the season. Pocket pancakes, the Ball 4 pocket pack, and the double chicken and pancakes pocket pack. So the Ball 4 pocket pack is like the traditional pancakes with syrup. And then there's 2 pancakes that are wrapped like tacos around chicken. And you could order those on Sundays as well. Pocket pancakes coming to American Family Field starting this Sunday and all Sunday home games for the remainder of this season. You gonna eat one, Tausch?
I think it's fun. I want more fun stuff. Like, everything is so serious now. And Murph pulling out pancakes out of his pocket and they're wolfing them down. Do most people want to eat pancakes out of pockets? Probably not. But it's a fun little shtick. This team is fun. You're embracing all of it, and you're doing some different ballpark foods. So I'm all in. I think it's fun. And, yes, if I get down there on a Sunday, I will check out these. I don't know about the chicken in the pancake. I don't know about that.
Chicken and waffles?
Yeah, it's like a chicken and waffle
kind of deal. It'd be
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I do pancakes, I think.
So I love this, and what I love about it is it shows kind of the fun and creativity and being nimble with something that just happened like a week ago and having something ready then. I have a friend, Josh, who works for the Beloit Sky Carp, and I love the minor league baseball thing, right? I covered the Madison Black Wolf when they were the independent minor league team in Madison early in my career. Obviously, the Mallards have had a bunch of success. The Sky Carp and Beloit, they do a lot of really fun things. And I just think that minor league baseball, when it comes to marketing, is a really cool space. And this feels a little minor league baseball-y. Like, hey, we're going to do something wacky. Our manager had a pocket pancake, and now you're going to be able to get him at the concession stand. I love it.
So you love minor league baseball, you just said, right?
I do, yes.
Oh, no.
When's the last time you've been to a minor league baseball game?
No.
I said I love the vibe.
Just curious.
Why do you do this? Why do you do this?
I don't know. I honestly was trying to hold myself back. I was trying to hold myself, but when you first said it, I'm like, I just wondered the last minor league game you went to.
We went to a Timber Rattlers game, I think, 3 years ago, maybe.
Okay. So what's so different? Why are you so mad at me about it? I just was curious.
Because you just can't accept my statement.
You weren't.
I did, but I was curious when the last game you went to was.
When's the last time you went to a minor league baseball game?
I went to a Mallards game. Matter of fact, Sarah and Eleanor went to the Nightmares Championship the other night.
Did you go?
I wasn't there. I was in Platteville. So no. I also ain't Raven. I didn't say I love. If I say, hey, I love the Brewers, Hey, when's the last time I went to a game in Germany? Go again in September. That's all. I didn't think it was that defensive, but I knew you would get mad about it, so I shouldn't have, but I couldn't help myself. I couldn't.
That's the bottom line on our 9th anniversary. You can never help yourself.
Well,
you can
I didn't
never
think it was
hold
that big
it
a
in.
deal.
You
Like,
never
if
can.
Jesse
You never
says,
can.
If Jesse
Never.
says, I love eating at Quick Trip, I bet if I say, well, Jesse, when's the last time you were at Quick Trip? You'd be like, oh, it was last week. It wouldn't be. It was 7 years ago. That's all. That's all.
One call.
You still
That's
can't
all.
help yourself.
You're still going.
I know. I don't want to do it, but I had to. And you know what else you have to do?
didn't.
Head over to Kids Corner this weekend. Make this game day. Brewers are on a roll. You're getting pocket pancakes. You're getting everything else. Make game day a dream for the whole family at Parking Lot Patio during Kids Day. Before first pitch, head down to the Clock Tower entrance outside American Family Field and let the fun begin. From free face painting, temporary tattoos, photo ops, yard games, free giveaways, live music from local DJs. It is the perfect pregame stop for families. Come early, have fun, make it a day to remember. Again, this Sunday, you got Kids Corner Focus, everything you're looking for, and it's all thanks to American Family Insurance.
We'll wrap up the week and wrap up the show and be late with Feel Good Friday, painted by Holman Lindsay Paints. Next, it's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
Named by me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, I mean, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Faith and Bigora, lads and lassies. Irish Fest is almost here. One of the great Milwaukee summer festivals. And we'd like to send you there. Compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Purchase any one 18-pack bottle of Coors Light or Coors Banquet and receive 1 free ticket to Irish Fest. But don't delay. Tickets go quickly, and I know you don't want to miss all the great Irish food and beverages. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Discount Liquor, voted best liquor store in Milwaukee again. See us this week for your free Irish Fest ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com.
Wow, a bomb by Yelich. Join the crew for an electric matchup when the Brewers host the Mets August 8th through the 10th. The weekend starts with a celebration at Cerveceros Night on Friday the 8th, featuring makers markets, music, and more. Then don't miss an all-new Christian Yelich bobblehead giveaway on Saturday the 9th, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Close out the series with Sunday Matinee Baseball and a limited edition Jacob Mizorowski t-shirt giveaway. Grab your tickets at Brewers.com.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance can help protect your dream home for whatever comes next. You can live in your own oasis, or your own clubhouse. Whatever you choose, get the right coverage. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's a home run! But wait, is your roof ready for the big league storms? If your roof has more holes than a catcher's mitt, it's time to bring in the pros. At Avondale Roofing, we've been handling leaks, repairs, and full replacements with major league precision for over 30 years. And as a GAF Master Elite certified contractor, we bring top-tier quality and proven performance to every job. Whether it's a quick patch-up or full upgrade, our team steps up to the plate and knocks it out of the park every time. You're out! Don't wait till water's in your dugout. Call Avondale Roofing today and keep your home in the win column.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
He paints, and I turn it over to the inventor. Not of Stocko Tuesday, but Feel Good Friday, Mark Tauscher.
Just love when a cause starts small and grows into something big, and that's Mel's Charities. It's in Ozaukee County. It started off with a small Tom Mel Stanton started off $350 to the Special Olympics, and it has grown into great times for great causes, and it has raised over $1 million. Just love it when you have that, and as Mel says, it's amazing what can be accomplished by having fun, not taking yourself too seriously, and a huge dose of God's grace. Love when people just continue to do great things out in the community. Mel, great job down there in Ozaukee County. Keep up the good work.
And our buddy Doug from Kohler Services connected you with them, right?
He did, yeah. He's obviously a big part of that down there too, but just, everybody coming together in the community to try and do great things to help out as many people as they can. Always tip the cap. Love finishing our week with those great stories.
Amen to that. That's it for us today. When's the last time you went to a minor league baseball game? Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
This summer, make 3rd Street Market Hall your one-stop, must-stop destination to eat, drink, and play. 3rd Street Market Hall has over 15 locally owned food vendors, a self-serve beer wall featuring 30 Wisconsin breweries, over 50 HD TVs, and happy hour specials all week. The perfect place to work remotely or catch a game between meetings or over lunch, 3rd Street Market Hall is your home away from home or office. Visit 3rdstreetmarkethall.com for menus, events, and more information.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
The injuries beginning to pile up in the Packers' defensive backfield as it was reported Thursday afternoon that star safety Xavier McKinney may miss the entirety of the preseason due to a calf injury. McKinney speaking with reporters Thursday.
Glad that we caught it when we caught it. Just kind of trying to take it slow and then the build up, obviously. But I'll be ready when it's time to go.
Well, it sounds like the timeline is questionable for McKinney over the course of the next few weeks. He was adamant he'll be ready for week 1. I'm Alex Grove.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown.